Why, this Terrence Gangster Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ. Yo, check this out, y'all. Yes, I seen the video what Zig did. Yes, I seen what Percy did. I seen a few things. Y'all been sending me the stuff with Catio Chill. But I'm not about to entertain none of them people, y'all. I'm feeling good, fast and months around. I'm not gonna do it. A lot of that stuff not even worth my time. And let me just say this. For those who wanted me to go at Jig and go at Big Head, I respect what Jig and Big Head said. That's the reason why I'm not gonna attack them, because they spoke as men and from their point of view. So that's why I'm not gonna entertain that. Now, let me get into these Hot Boys, because people been asking me about the Hot Boys. Now, let me break it down like this. Dooney was born and raised in the 17 Ward, Pigeon Town. Dooney's jet black, gold top and bottom, always was a money go-getter. Always liked to dress. Then you got Sterling, grew up in the 3rd Ward, I want to say around Jackson Avenue, or around Telehankton that way. Always liked to rob, get money, fresh player. He had one of those nonchalant attitudes, like, whatever y'all want to do, let's do it. You know, he was one of them. Mosquito, flamboyant. Always want to be seen, stay fresh, you know, get money guy. And then you got Terrence, the good boy, the good one out the crew. But let me give y'all a story, because they've been asking, man, what's up? Now let me say this here. There are other Hot Boys before us. I mean, not before, that was with us. It was a lot of us, but a lot of them had brand stars, going to jail, move, you know, doing what they do. So just us four stuck together, because you still had Stone, Disco. You still had those you know, those two homies in the project, and they were still considered Hot Boys. You had Skiboo. You had all the homies in the project that hung, you know, right there with us. But just us four was the one that hung together every day, like my best friend Hank. Yeah. So Dooney was one of the first one to get on, you know, with that work. We all had just come home like around 93. Yeah, right, 93. Dooney had just beat his murder charge. Sterling had a robbery, and something else. And I think Mosquito just come on for a drug case. And then I had attempt murder. I had just come off the attempt murder. So when I come in the project, they was already roaming. It was already clicked up. And I spoke about this before. The way, all right, I met Dooney in juvenile jail. Dooney was the big homie for the 17th Ward. So he was familiar who I was. So when he went home, he started hustling, getting money. And he caught a body back there. The people who he caught the body with, their family wasn't going for that. So he had migrated on to that Noya. Sterling had a baby, a girl back there, a baby mother lived back there, lived right there on 6th and Willow. Dooney auntie lived on Willow, and my mother lived on Willow. So when Dooney got out, Sterling got out, they met through a guy that was going to rob somebody, and they was in a car or something. But then Dooney was like, man, what's Sterling? I ain't going to let Sterling, because he had heard good stuff about Sterling. Because, you know, when you go on robberies, you wasn't guaranteed to come back. So, you know, he wanted to go with Sterling. I'm Sterling right here. So they met up. So they would run down the street, go to my mother's house. When I call home, I would talk to them on the phone. Mosquito and I met back in the 80s. I couldn't stand him. He had that like one goal in his mouth. He was arrogant, cocky. He used to get on that bicycle and wheel that bike on one wheel, blocks to go, right? He used to wear these, he had these Chuck Taylors. It was like a size 12. He wore a size 6. He had these big old Chuck Taylors. He used to have them tied up tight. He used to wear like 8 pair of socks on one side, 8 pair. I can't make this up, y'all. 8 pair of socks on the other side. But he stayed fly with the polo shirts, the bows. He was the only boy, as a matter of fact, out of all the girls out of his household. But we would later on hook up. How did we start hanging? Oh, through this girl named Chantel out the Magnolia, because her and I went to school together, and Mosquito and her started going together, and I used to call her my sister. So I would hang out. He would come there, and we would go in the project. Then when we go home the same way. But my house was first, and then his house was like 2 blocks away from mine. Like 3 blocks away from my house, 4 blocks around the corner. So anyway, but it was like short little blocks right there. But we would walk home together, and so that's how him and I started kicking. And how all of us come together, it was one of my homies named Golden Hour, Rob, one of the Dooney homeboys, was at the Mardi Gras, got the Mac 11s on us. He see his 8-ball jacket. Dooney come talk to us because we all was in juvenile jail together. Dooney made sure the beef it wasn't no beef, it was squash, but the guy didn't get his jacket back. We was out there wilding with the Mac 11. It was 3 of us. We had the Macs, and that was that. Sterling was looking for Mosquito and I because Mosquito had shot one of his friends. Cool, laid back. I've always been small, so I was never the more aggressive one. I was one of the ones, I played a lot of defense. You violate, you're going to get crushed. Because like I said, I was always small, skinny, and, little something. But I can't, it's hard to say who stepped the most. That's something that people who know us would have to tell you all. Like, oh, that was them, they did this. Or this one, I think this one, because we all had different personality that came together and formed brothers, right? I know we did have a bind that we never had sex with each other girlfriend without asking. Like, what I mean by that is this. If it was a freak that came in the hood, we gonna ask, man, is it get how you live? Now, we might know she a freak. She might be freaking in the other hoods. But if I brought her in a project and I ain't want them to hit, I'd be like, nah, leave that alone. That's gonna be my little person. All right, they respect it. But if they be like, man, what's up? Is get how you live? And I'd be like, yeah, get how you live. And they gonna go at it like, what's up, man? Some bros went for it. Some of them like, nah, even though they was free, they still like, nah, because I met with your boy now. We had that policy. Like we never had sex with each other main girlfriend, wifey or main girlfriend. We never violated that code. We wore each other clothes. We hung out just about every day, but Dooney would go in the rat hole. So people who know, they know Dooney used to go hang out in the rat hole because he had shop in the rat hole. The rat hole was like a block outside the Methamphetamine Project. You walk right down up there, you're going to run to the rat hole. It's right there. Dooney hustled right there, but he would go back to the Noya. That's where he laid his head at. Sterling stayed in the Noya 1448. So that's more than 24/7, y'all. He just in the Noya, all night flight, like to hustle, get money, just chill in the Magnolia. Mosquito, he gonna get in that car that one of them Del Monte he to be in. He gonna ride all over. He gonna be uptown, down. He all over the place. And me, I just was like, I go by different females, go ride around. I'm always on a hunt trying to find, how we gonna come up and get some money? Who we gonna jack? Who we gonna ride? You dig? That was my spiel. But I can't say who was the most violent, who was the most, who stepped the most, who was, I can't. Now, if we go with fighting, now I'm going to be honest with y'all. If we go with fighting, I'm going to have to put Dooney and Sterling up there. Now, who's the best fighter out of them two? I don't know. Because we never had a fight with one another. Now, Sterling got mad one time with the fussing and cussing. But he ain't want to fight. Not saying I want to fight him. But, like I say, I don't know when it comes to fighting. It's going to be out of Dooney and Sterling. I'm going to give it to them two. It's going to be out of Dooney and Sterling, then Mosquito, I'm last. But I don't know who had the best set of hands out of Dooney and Sterling. Because I seen Dooney get down in juvenile jail. I seen Sterling get down on the street. I seen Mosquito get down too. But Dooney more wild with his rumbling. Sterling had style with his fighting. And Mosquito just ain't care. He just fight. If that makes sense. But you rarely seen Mosquito fight. You would hardly see that. He was more of a gunman. Yeah. So, if you have any more questions, y'all hit me up. I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can. I ran into a story what happened with one of Dooney clientele, one of the guys who's a school from Dooney. Y'all know the motto, say no to drill, let's stop the violence, put the guns down. Beware HIV and AIDS. Thank y'all for the love, support. We got the nonprofit, they need us. We got the Instagram, they need us, Third Ward. Make sure y'all download the Roku channel, Terrence Gangsta Williams Network. Thank y'all for the love, support. I'm out. Wah.